Hey there, my Libra people, and welcome to your general monthly reading with Divine Love Tarot. Okay, so I'm gonna do a general spread for you guys for this month. Okay, and I'm gonna pick 5 cards. I'm gonna pull 5 cards. I'm also gonna do clarifiers in this reading. And 4 cards will be your weekly energy. 1 card will be the overview for the month. So I just want to thank you before we get started for joining me. If you're returning to my channel after a previous reading, I appreciate your return. And if this is the first time, I hope you enjoy the reading, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. The first card we have in this reading is the King of Swords, okay? So this is the energies for the beginning of the month. Next card is the Temperance in reverse, okay? Then your next card is the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, Libra. And then the last weekly energy is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so it looks like we're turning things around. And your overall energy for the month is the Ten of Wands. All right, whew. So starting with the King of Swords, which can represent you, Libra. If you're a male Libra, this can represent you. If this is a female, it can also represent you. Even though it's a male card, but you know, the genders can be interchangeable depending on who's accepting the reading. But if this is you, then your communication is on point this month, okay? You're feeling good. You are detached but logical, okay? You're able to approach situations with clarity. You've got a can-do attitude, okay? You just got some high energy and you're feeling good in this first week, okay? A possible opportunity, if it's not you, then this is just the energy of your life at the moment, and this could represent some type of opportunity coming your way. But this card is asking you to use your good vibes, okay? Use the good vibes and the energy of this card to your advantage. So whatever this opportunity that is coming towards you, it can affect your life in a big way. Okay, so we go ahead and we move on to the second week of energies, and it's the Temperance in reverse. So temperance in reverse represents imbalance, okay? This can represent some type of excess in one area in your life, lack in another area of your life. Okay, this can represent a lack of focus. It can represent a lack of long-term vision for your life, all right? But something in your life is out of balance. Or if you continue to follow a certain path, things will become unbalanced, okay? Some people around you could be uncooperative with you. Okay, so something it's you've gone from one extreme to another, and I've noticed this with a couple of the readings where the beginning of the month, everybody in the beginning of July, I know it was 4th of July and we were all celebrating the holiday maybe, but I mean not everybody, not every country. But the beginning of the month started off, a lot of people started off on a higher with a lot of clarity, and then something happens in this second week to just kind of throw it all off balance. Okay, so let me go ahead and add a clarifier for the Temperance card, and we have the Hangman in reverse. So this represents selfishness. It represents indecision. This card is saying that you need to take more time to consider your options before causing issues or before taking action. So what's interesting is that in the first week you were the King of Swords, which you had the mental clarity, but in the second week it's asking you to take time to make decisions. So something has happened to just kind of unbalance you somehow. And let me see. Let's go on. I'll come back to that if I need to. But the Hangman in reverse is basically saying that you need to slow down before you invite more chaos into your life. All right, this represents a period where you are sacrificing a lot and you're not getting anything, if anything, in return. This represents a loss of faith that you can overcome your obstacles. All right, let's go ahead and pull another clarifier. All right, and then we get the Justice card. So the Justice card basically is the card of fairness, the card of justice, of course, and it's saying that things will work out in your favor. Okay, it could be legal formalities or proceedings, something with work, but whatever it is, the fairest decision will be made, and whatever decision that is going to work for you. It's going to work towards your best benefit. All right, so let's go ahead and move into the next week. And you have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so the Ten of Pentacles in reverse represents that something is getting in the way of you obtaining stability. Your family life has been disrupted somehow. Okay, it could be a temporary issue. Sometimes this card represents a divorce because, the imagery on the card is a man and a woman. So if this is a relationship issue, you guys could be deciding to part ways. Um, but if not, they're just some type of financial issues. You could feel like there's a lack of resources, okay? You could have had some sort of financial setbacks, bad investments. This could be the result of a poor foundation, okay? And so basically, you just feel like you're not able to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve financially within the scope of your family. And this could be a marriage, this could be just an extended family, this could just be as far as your future is concerned. You're concerned about your future. But then we move into the next week, and you have the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune represents success, it represents luck, abundance. All right, so maybe you've had a stroke of good luck. Maybe you get a stroke of good luck in the end of the month, and things kind of start going your way, okay? Because the Wheel of Fortune states that if things have been going badly for you, or if things have been a struggle, and your underlying theme for this month has been the Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands represents burden, represents being stressed out, represents carrying more of a workload that you can handle, biting off more than you can chew. But at the end of the month, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. So that basically says that, you're on the upswing because you've been, for the last 2 weeks or so, just out of sorts, unbalanced, okay? Feeling fretful or afraid of something. We can clarify the Wheel of Fortune. You have the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles represents hard work, success through hard work. So, when you get the Ten of Pentacles, I'm sorry, I keep calling these wands pentacles because they're sticks, and I don't know why I equate pentacles with sticks. Pentacles are coins. Get that through your head. All right. So the Ten of Rods or Wands, okay, even though this represents burdens, tens represent completion. So you're at the end of a cycle. The Wheel of Fortune represents cycles, okay? So you're at the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. That cycle can contain success through hard work, okay? So maybe the Hangman in reverse was just basically you at a wake-up call for you that, hey, listen, whatever you've been doing, whatever decisions you have been making, they're affecting other people. And now, in order for you to have the outcome to turn this around, all right, to release these burdens and move on to the next phase in your life, you can do so, and your goals are attainable, but there's just going to be a little bit of hard work ahead. Okay? And so I feel like you just need to stop and examine your lifestyle, okay? Examine your workload, figure out what's important, make those things a priority, and, take a little bit of focus away from the things that are not a priority. Because sometimes we tend to add things to our life, and, whether, you want to work extra hours at work, but then you also want to be a part of some type of extracurricular activities, or you want to go to happy hour, you want to have your kids enrolled in sports, and then that ties up your weekend. And then you have all these things that in the beginning they all seem like a good idea, but because there wasn't the proper planning or there wasn't much thought and you just went into it, now you're tired. That's a lot. There's a lot of things on your plate. There's only so much one person can do within a week. All right. So this card is basically telling you to lighten your load, and focus on the things that are important. Okay. Because the Wheel of Fortune is here in your favor. Justice is here in your favor. So everything else is just the burdens that we bring on ourselves. Okay, Libra? So I feel like that reading came pretty full circle, and it's a balance, and Libras are all about balance. Your scales, you got to keep those scales balanced, and sometimes they tip in one direction or another. But, you guys just have to find a way to bring them back to center. All right, Libra. So I hope that reading resonated for you. And if it did, please be sure to let me know in the comments. I've gotten a few comments. I've gotten some direct messages, not many comments on my videos, but I would appreciate the feedback. Don't be shy, guys. I don't bite. Not always anyways, but thanks for joining me again. Like I said, if you like this video, please be sure to thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe so that you can continue to get videos, okay? Thank you, Libras, and I will see you soon.